Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh. 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Auntie, it's visible.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Gita Dhyanam. Om पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणी भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे हुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा संबोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुल्लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः अर्जुन विषाद योगः। धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय। सञ्जय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यमुपसङ्गम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत् पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं च मूं व्यूढान् द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता अत्र शूरा महेश्वासाः भीमार्जुनसमायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः धृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्तः उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः अस्माकं तु विशिष्टा ये तान्निबोध द्विजोत्तम नायका मम सैन्यस्य सन्न्यार्थन्तान् ब्रवीमि ते भवान् भीष्मश्च कर्णश्च कृपश्च समितिं जयः अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च सौमदप्तिस्तथैव च अन्ये च बहवः शूराः मदर्थे त्यक्तजीविताः नानाशस्त्रप्रहरणाः सर्वे युद्धविशारदाः अपर्याप्तं तदस्माकं बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितं पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषां बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम् अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथा भागमवस्थिताः भीष्ममेवाभिरक्षन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि तस्य सञ्जनयन् हर्षं कुरु वृद्धः पितामहः सिंहनादौ विनद्यौच्चैः शङ्खं दद्मौ प्रतापवान् ततः शङ्खाश्च भैर्यश्च पणवानकगोमुखाः सहसैवाभ्यहन्यन्त सशब्दस्तु मुलोऽभवत् ततः श्वेतैर्हयैर्युक्ते महति स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधवः पाण्डवश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्खौ प्रदध्मतुः. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Gita session with Sanskrit. We have seen till this verse, we have seen how Krishna and Arjuna have come in their white-horsed huge chariot, and they have blown the horn. We have to progress from verse 15 today. But before that, let's see what are the homeworks to be done. Which verse you have to memorize and come of Gita Dhyana?
Prapanna Parijataya.
Prapanna Parijataya. Okay. So whoever has memorized, old, new students, whoever, please raise your hands. First, we will see the homework. Okay, we'll start with you, Sridevi ji. You can chant.
Harihi Om Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha.
Very good. Who else? Anybody else? Yes, Somasundaran ji. Yes, go ahead. You can unmute and chant.
Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Duhe Namaha.
Perfect. Anyone else who has memorized? Only two people? Yes, Sajiv ji, yes, Vani ji, yes. Sajiv ji first.
Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha.
Perfect. Vani ji.
Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamritaduhe Namaha.
Perfect. Venkatesh ji. You can unmute yourself, Venkatesh ji.
Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha.
Very good. Padma ji.
Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha.
Totra.
Totra Vetraika Panaye.
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 Anakara. Murdhani Anakara. Jayant. Yes, you can say. Yes.
Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha.
Excellent. Well done. Jayant.
Jnana Mudra. Oh. Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha.
Very good. Very good. Radhika ji.
Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Totra Vetraika Panaye
Not Vetrai.
Vetrai. Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha.
So that Krishnaya, like that ya sound is coming, no? So let it be crisp akara ending. Krishnaya. So could you do the ending with crisp akara and not akara tinge into it?
Okay. Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye.
Totra, vai, not vai.
स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे
ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय
ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Perfect. Arunji.
प्रपन्न पारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Geetamrita. Let there be no shortcut and not Geetamrita duhe mrita.
गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Perfect ji, perfect. Shobha ji.
प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Perfect. Sushma Kannan ji. Namaste ji.
प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Very sweet and very high pitch. Excellent. Nice to hear chanting like this. Geeta ji.
Hari Om, ma'am.
Hari Om ji.
Starting. Hari Om.
Prapanna.
Starting.
Parija.
Sorry, ma'am. Prapanna parijataya totra vetraikapanaye jnanamudraya krishnaya gītāmritaduhe namaha.
Yeah. Panaye, anaye, that ana, let it be nice.
Prapanna parijataya totra vetraikapanaye.
Panaye, ana. Touch the tongue to the roof of the palate, let it twist.
Panaye. Prapanna parijataya totra vetraikapanaye.
Panaye. Tongue should.
Panaye. Panaye. Prapanna parijataya totra vetraikapanaye jnanamudraya krishnaya gītāmritaduhe namaha.
Excellent. Well done. Harish ji, Jalja ji.
Yeah, Hari Om.
Hari Om.
पन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Very good. Harish ji?
He is not telling.
Okay, he doesn't want. Okay, fine. So now everybody is doing good. So far, so good. 3 verses. Keep practicing. Next week, I want more number of people to come up with the next verse. And let us have a practice of saying Krishna correctly. It's not sh. It is sh. So Krishnaya. Krish. That shakara, only few have got correct. See that sh is practiced separately. Sh. Tongue is turning. A you should feel from the sides and like a whistle. The shape of the mouth itself changes. The mandible comes a little forward. So get the sh practice. Most of you have not. Okay. And what else was the homework? Was to find the 6 bhagas, isn't it? Why Bhagavan? We saw the word one too many times. And then we said one who is having those qualities. And I gave example of Bhagavan. So anybody has found out what 6 qualities Bhagavan has?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who is that?
Sridevi.
Okay. Sridevi ji. Yes, go ahead.
The 6 bhagas are Aishwaryaha, Yashaha, Shriyaha, Jnanaha, Vairagyaha. One thing. Viryah.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, you had something more to say, Sridevi
No,
ji?
of course the meanings are there.
Okay,
but,
fine. But you have found out. Anybody else has done the homework? Anybody has come out with a verse which describes this? Anybody who didn't do the homework? All of you have not done? Only Sridevi ji did. Okay, I give one more week. Now addition has come. Not only find the verse, memorize the verse and come. Answer Shri Devi ji has given. Now you have to find out what are these 6 bhagas, find the shloka of it and memorize it and do it. We need to know the Bhagwan whom we love so much, Bhagwan who is gracing us so much. At least what is in his name? What is that bhaga? We should know what are that. So please memorize. So this is now, see, when we don't do one homework, 2 homeworks come. Our original homework is going to continue. The 4th verse has to come. Now one more has added on to it. Okay. Now, before we go to today, the 15th verse, I have got something more to share. Let me see if I have it over here. I thought I have downloaded and kept it somewhere that I want to share it in the group. Let me just see, because that would be a crucial thing before we go forward. We have come, like today is our 9th session. And so far we were just hearing, right? So many things. So I have to clear that one particular point. Okay, I think I've got it. Let me see if it is. No, not this. Sorry. Just give me a minute. It's a crucial thing. I'm going to give you some spoon feeding material where I'll make some cards for you, which will describe how to go. Yes, I've got it. There we go. Is my screen visible? Is the screen visible?
Yes, no.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now a little spoon feed. Sorry. What I was always talking about. Yes. So I was talking about first case, second case, what is happening. And we just had in past 2 months only a feel. We have not yet actually entered with a good clarity or a sense. We just got some words thrown at us. And that was only to not scare you all away, but to give a feel how Sanskrit would sound like. Okay. So now this chart, so I'll be making such things which we are going to call as reference cards. So all the reference cards you start collecting. Whenever I share some PowerPoint, the PDF of all the PowerPoints, you try to take a printout, start making a file, because these would be your collective notes for later. So now this would be our first reference card where we are going to try to understand the Gita, the Sanskrit and Gita. And each time I said, okay, this is first case, this is third case, third. And we randomly heard such words. Now this chart, we will go step by step. If you have any doubt after this, please ask. This has to get clear today itself, what one means. It's not memorize it, but understanding should come. Eventually, what you have to memorize, that would be a card, 2, 3, the following cards we will be sending. But today, the understanding of this card has to be there. Okay, so as we started saying, that Sanskrit, we have only 2 types of thing. One is called, anybody remembers what kind of words we have?
Namapadam, Kriyapadam.
Namapada.
Correct. Namapada and Kriyapada. Excellent. What is a Kriyapada?
Verb.
Verb. And what is in the Namapada?
Nouns.
Yeah, nouns or whatever, not only just now, whatever is not a
Non-verb.
Kriyapada, everything is else put in the this Namapada. What is a root word in a Kriyapada called?
Dhatu.
Excellent, excellent. And what is a root word in a Namapada called?
Shabda.
Shabda. Excellent. So far, hold on to this thought, Shabda. Now, this Shabda will undergo these 7, 8 changes. 7 changes. The 8th one, the Sambodhana, is only addressing and calling. And what does that mean? That it is going to fit the preposition into that Shabda from which we are going to make words. Like we are not going to say by Rama. By is separate, Rama is separate. We are going to say Ramena. That is one word. Some changes happen and it is coming in. Or Rama did this work. Who do is the action. We put the question. Who did this action? Rama. So doer of the action is Ramaha. So something, the Shabda is Rama, and some suffixes go and attach to the Shabda Rama, and the Ramaha word happens. So from that ending, we will come to know, okay, Rama Shabdas, the doer, the first case is Ramaha. Okay. So there are some suffixes like su-aujas, am-aujas. We'll not go into that. We don't have to become grammarians. But there are such kind of suffixes which goes and attach to the original word. Now, we are going to see in this chart what are these changes or what these changes would mean. Okay. So in a sentence, when we question the verb, who is the doer of the action? So in a doer of the action, when we get, so that means it's the karta, that is the subject, that we call as first case. So when I was saying case, in Sanskrit, these cases will be called as vibhakti. It is a first case, so we will call it prathama vibhakti. But while saying chanting, we don't say vibhakti each time, we just say prathama. So that is nominative case, first case, where we find out the doer of the action. Okay, yeah. Then also this is used if you have to point out something, vastu nirdeshanartha, where that is a tree, this is a phone, this is an apple. So when we are pointing out, that would also get the prathama vibhakti, first case. So prathama means the subject. And I have given an example over here. Devaha asman rakshati. God protects us. Devaha. So asman rakshati. Rakshati is the verb over here. Whom he protects is we. Who is protecting us? Action is done by God. So Devaha will be in prathama vibhakti. When we will see all the other, we will come to know. But you remember this, that the first case is doer of the action or vastu nirdeshanartha, to point out the things. The second one is the object to whom God is protecting to us. So asman became the object over there. But in this next example, when I aham devam navami, I am bowing down. Who is the karta? I am the karta. So aham is a prathama vibhakti. Verb we have identified is namami. I am bowing down. To whom I am bowing down? So the verb, now the word, the shabda which was devaha in the prathama vibhakti, in a dvitiya it has become devam. So now we should get by now a clear-cut idea that it is not our fancy that we use devaha anytime, devam anytime, ammaha anyhow, because we think we are talking Sanskrit. No. How that ending is, whether it is going to end as devaha, whether it is going to end as devam, there is subject-object big difference. So first case, prathama, second case, dvitiya, first case is nominative case, second is accusative case, first case is the subject, second is the object. So if you say devam rakshati, means somebody is protecting, God. So we can't say anyhow. There is meaning for that. So now you keep in mind, oh, this devaha ending is a first case, devam ending is the second case. Second case means the object in the sentence. We go ahead. In the third one, by what an action is done. I'm eating by my hand. So hand is not doing the action. I am doing the action. I am using some instrument to do the action. So that is coming as a third case. So some instrument is used by what you do, with what you do, through what you are doing. So now in this example, we see the word devena. So devena, that is showing as a third case, means by God. By God, what has happened? Rakshasaha taditaha. By God, they were being beaten. By God. Who? Rakshasaha were beaten by God. Okay. So the action, what are those sentences called? Suddenly I lost the English.
Passive voice.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Sajid ji. So by whom the action is, because it is like a karmani vakya only is coming and the English is done. So by whom the action is done is a karta vada. So when we say, let's say, I am, and I'm saying, I am doing it. Okay. So when I am doing it, it is clearly showing that action is, I am the doer of that action. But if I'm going to say, it was done by me. So I am and by me, you see, the I word has changed to me. So when we are having such changes, by whom the action is done, that shows the third case. So devaha is becoming devena, showing by God, the Rakshasas were beaten. So in a karmani, in a passive thing, so that is a second level of Sanskrit. But now I'm trying to show you the difference between devaha doing the action and devena doing the action. It is the difference of an active and a passive voice. So that time the subject and the object vibhakti is going to change. Right now you just keep it in the corner of mind. To keep it in the mind, by what action is done, that is a third case. Okay. Now come to the fourth part of it. At fourth level, what happens? Fourth level, when you have to give something to somebody, or you are doing action for somebody, so we can take to or for in this sense only. Like you are giving some danam to a beggar. You are doing for somebody. So that time it is going to be fourth case. So over here, now it is for God you are bringing the milk. So here the devaha shabda, the deva shabda has undergone a change and it has become devaya. So aham, I am the doer of the action. So that is first case. Aham. Anayami. So aham anayami. I bring. What am I bringing? Dugdham. That is the second case. But for whom I'm bringing? Devaya. But if you want to add by what you are bringing, by your hand you are bringing, you can say karena. If you are some patram you have used, patrena. Or you can, depending upon what you have used, you can bring that as a third case also. So now if you make a sentence, dugdham anayami aham devaya, anayami devaya aham dugdham, dugdham aham devaya, whatever you place anywhere, the meaning of the sentence will never change because it travels with the entire composition. For God is traveling throughout, devaya. So this is a benefit of Sanskrit. You can make lovely poetries to match whatever you want to, because a sentence, when your vibhaktis are correct, you place them anywhere, the meaning never changes. We go to the next level, the fifth case. What happens in the fifth case is, it shows a separation from something. The fruit has fallen from the tree. So from what it has fallen, that gets Panchami, fifth case. So it's called ablative case. So it is a point of that separation. So, or it is also from what you are getting it also. So from gods I have got some boons. So our Deva Shabda now has become Devat. From God has come. So to God, Devam. By God, Devena. For God, Devaya. And from God, Deva. See how beautiful the words are changing. Now let's go to the next one. Shashti. Shashti is very easy. Apostrophe S. Relation it shows. Possession, whose it is. So, Devasya. That Sya has come. Kirtihi Advitiya. So Advitiya without any second. Devasya. So this Sya has come. That means it is sixth case. Sixth case means it's a genitive case. Shakti Vibhakti. It shows relationship. Apostrophe S. And the last Vibhakti is Saptami. Saptami, the seventh case, it shows the location. Adhikaran. On what it is, in what, at, amongst what. So the Saptami has become of our Deva Shabda now, Deve. So Sarvam Jagat, Deve eva asti, in God. In God. And now we get the original word, the Deva, as Sambodhan. Oh God, protect me. Hey Deva. So this was, I think, the crash course that I could give to put everything into one chart to show you how one word gets different form. And this reference, once I forward it to you all take a printout and start filing the reference cards separately. So this chart now, okay, before I go for another topic on this, anybody who is getting confused on this, have not understood this chart, please ask question now before I add on some more information. Yes, Arun Jain ji.
So, for Saptami, how the word changes, it becomes Deve.
Deve.
Okay, so Dev has become Deve for Saptami.
Yes, Deve.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? Now it is clear what is a case, what is a vibhakti, first, second, third, fourth. Okay, now addition, information. Keep this in mind. All this what I have done is singular. For plural, it is going to be different. And Sanskrit has a beauty of having a dvivachan also, dual also. Okay, this is point number one. Second point, very important. Now I have taken, for example, Deva Shabda. So when I say Deva, what is it ending with? Va means a ending. And what is the gender of this word? Deva means it is a pullinga, masculine gender. So whenever there is a a ending. That means akara, antaha, akaranta, pullingaha, ekavachan is the example that I have taken. So what is a feminine form then? Devi. So will Devi go in the same way? No. Devi will have a different connotation. Okay. But suppose there is akaranta strilingi also. Like if I have to take my name example, Varsha, akaranta. Will akaranta go as Deva Shabda? No. Will akaranta go as Devi Shabda? No. Devi is Dirgha Ikaranta, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Devi. Different method. Varsha, Mala. So we Padma. We have akaranta different. Are there only these words? No. There are so many words. What do we do with Guru? Guru. Oh, U Shabda. So that is Ukarant ending. Will Guru go with this method? No, Guru will have another method. Mati, my buddhi is small. It is Devi we saw. Now Mati is Rasva ending. Rasva Ikara. So Rasva Ikara or Hari. Rasva Ikara Pullinga is different. Rasva Ikara Strilinga is different. So we will have genders to this. Strilinga, Napunsakalinga, Pullinga. The masculine form, the feminine form, and the neuter gender also. And also we will have anta, whatever swara it is ending with. Is it akaranta, akaranta, ukaranta, ikaranta? That will be ending also. And also there will be singular, double, that is dual, and plural. Now, this last part which I have said, the second half, who is having any question into it? That you found it difficult to grasp this, and I need to repeat it. Or it has understood and it has slipped out of the mind. If anything is there, please let me know now. Let's clear this. I'm so proud of my class, no doubts. But I hope it is that everybody has understood and not the other way, that nobody has understood anything. Let it not be that. Let me pray. Okay. So now let me revise the whole thing of this card. This card.
1 minute, ma'am. The Chaturthi Vibhakti, the meaning column, I think there is some mistake.
Yes.
The meaning in English.
Yeah, the meaning in English, the mistake is this I, which is over here, has to be brought over here.
Aham has to. I bring milk.
Oh, God.
But it is not I am bringing, no, ma'am?
Can. Yes, can. I am bringing can. Yes.
Okay.
But so that I has remained in this column. Good. Excellent. Okay, so now a quick revision of what is the first reference card that you're going to get, and you need to dwell on this, that this chart is showing us the cases. What is the first case, second case means? There are total 7 cases. Sambodhan, we don't take it as case. It will go like the first case, except in some small change in the singular form will come. This is first part. It tells us about the prepositions, how the Shabda gets changed as the prepositions go and attach to it. In this chart, for reference, we have taken Akaranta Pullinga Shabda and we have taken only its singular form. So there will be other 2 forms. There will be other lingas, other genders coming into it. There will be so many varieties that are happening. Like we have lot of food. Okay, so many things and varieties we have. Do we give everything to a baby? What do we give to the baby? Something soft or that it can digest. Okay. Do we starting only give the food to the baby? No. Sometimes many times it's the mother's milk. And these days they give all the formula and all, but many times, mostly it is a mother's milk. And then we have one ritual 6 months somewhere down the line where we give some solid food. and predominantly it might be nicely smashed rice or a banana and some honey or something. Do we start giving vegetables immediately? We don't. So like that, you take this, the reference chart is giving you how the things are going to change. What is going to happen with the gender when it changes, or the vachana? That means the number that changes with the singular. That is another. Step by step, it is going to come. But you need to gear up and train your mind to see some words like this. So when I'm going to say sixth case, it should immediately come to your mind that it is talking about relation. When I say this is a third case, immediately the point, oh, it's by or with, it is an instrument. So that much understanding I'm expecting should happen. And when the words would come, we will be doing it in great details. And to begin with, everybody would have heard Rama Raksha Stotra. After this class, I'll be posting one audio of one shloka from Rama Raksha Stotra, which is going to give us all these 7 vibhaktis in one shloka, addressing what Rama is, like how we saw the Deva Shabdana. Okay, so this is our main thing of today's class. And now we are actually beginning to chew little by little on the Sanskrit aspect. Chanting is our main goal. That is always going to remain as our main thing. But when I'm going to say there is something first case, it should immediately go into your mind. Oh, that means the shloka is pointing out something, Vastu Nirdeshana, or it is the doer in that particular verse. So this much should happen. Okay, now let us enter into at least one verse we should do now today. Okay, so we have seen till this, where Shvetaihi Hayaihi, Haya means horses, and Shvetaihi. So now this is our third case plural. So third case is by, instrumental case. So over here it is saying Hayaihi, means Deva Shabda would have been Devaihi. So we saw Devena, but Deva would have been Devaihi. So now Shvetaihi Hayaihi, because there are many horses, more than one. So by white horses, Mahati, big. This Yandane is like our Deve. That is our 7th case. So in that chariot, so it is showing the location, Sthitau, who has come, Madhavaha and Pandavaha. So now it is like our Devaha, that means doer of the action. What did they do? Shankau Pradadmatuhu. They blew the conches, Divyu, and not ordinary Shankas, celestial Shankas. This particular word, Divyu, Shankau, Sthitau, when it comes, it's very easy to remember. That means it is dual case. So I'll be giving in our second chart, we'll be doing the Deva Shabda. We'll be introducing the dual case also and the plural also. So this is Sthitau, Divyu, Shankau. That means 2 people are doing the action. And the verse already says it is Madhava and Pandava doing the action. They blew their conches. So we saw till here last week. Now we are going ahead. Any kids in the class, young adults, first raise hands. Okay. Yes, Jayanta and Nikhilaji. Yeah. Is Purti not in class today? Okay. Panchajanyau Hrishikeshaha. Anuswaras, Mwakara, Rishi, that Shi, whistle, Shra, the Murdhani it is, and Keshaha, that is not the Murdhani, it is the ordinary coming from the soft palate. Hrishikeshaha.
Panchajanyau Hrishikeshaha.
Panchajanyau Hrishikeshaha.
Panchajanyau Hrishikeshaha.
Who's missing? Sri Hariji is not there. No, I thought first was his voice.
Yeah, I think Anirudh is missing.
Anirudh missing actually. He's not there. Okay.
Devadatta
Okay. Devadattan Dhananjayah.
देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः
Dhananjayah
देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः
Paundran Dadmau Mahashankham.
पौण्ड्रं दध्मौ महाशङ्खम्
Poundran Dadmo Mahashankham
पौण्ड्रं दध्मौ महाशङ्खम्
Bhimakarmavrukodarah.
भीमकर्मावृकोदरः
Bhimakarmavrukodarah
भीमकर्मावृकोदरः
Panchajanyo Hrishikeshah. Devadattan Dhananjayah.
पाञ्चजन्यौ हृषीकेशः देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः
Panchajanyo Hrishikeshah Devadattan Dhananjayah
पाञ्चजन्यो हृषीकेशः देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः
Paundran Dadmau Mahashankham. Bhimakarmavrukodarah.
पौण्ड्रं दध्मौ महाशङ्खम् भीमकर्मावृकोदरः
Poundran Dadmo Mahashankham Bhimakarmavrukodarah
पौण्ड्रं दध्मौ महाशङ्खम् भीमकर्मावृकोदरः
पाञ्चजन्यौ हृषीकेशः देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः पौण्ड्रं दध्मौ महाशङ्खम् भीमकर्मावृकोदरः
Panchajanyo Hrishikeshah Devadattan Dhananjayah Poundran Dadmo Mahashankham Bhimakarmavrukodarah
पाञ्चजन्यो हृषीकेशः देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः पौण्ड्रं दध्मौ महाशङ्खम् भीमकर्मावृकोदरः
Nikhilaji, what homework I gave you specially?
Pradhatmatuhu.
Did you find?
Actually, I found that it's a verb, but I couldn't do it for the versions.
So now homework is adding this Dadmau has come again.
Yes.
So I felt that I gave this homework. So now we have to find out this Dadmau, what is the verb. So why Nikhilaji I'm selecting? Because she has done her Sanskrit basics. So for that, now she has to come 2 homeworks. So when we miss one homework, no, that is Paila. But it's luckily of the same kind. So Dadmau we have to find out. Okay, so now with our little knowledge that we gathered, like Devaha Shabda, what are the Shabdas over here? Jayant, you tell me. Like Devaha, what are the Shabdas over here?
Hrishikeshah
And?
Dhananjayah, Guruji.
Yes, G. And one more?
Vrukodara.
So from our little knowledge that we gathered, we identified these words like Devaha Shabdaha. So one is Hrishikeshaha, one is Dhananjayaha, one is Vrukodaraha. So what would be the possibility? Yes? The first case denotes what?
All 3 are kartas.
Jayant, can you say what would be a karta means?
Prathama vibhakti.
Who is doing the work?
Who is doing the work? I thought there was only one Jayant in class, but there are so many Jayants in the class. Excellent. But that enthusiasm is good. So who is doing the action is this So that means the doer, the subject is this Hrishikeshaha, Dhananjaya and Vrikodara. Our verb is dadmau, which means past tense of blowing. So the conches are blown in the previous verse we saw, right? Now they are filling it further. So our verb is blowing the conch. Now this, like devam shabdam, what are the other shabdas over here?
Devadattam.
Devadattam is one word.
Panchajanyam.
Correct. Panchajanyam and
Shankam.
Mahashankham and
Poundram.
So that means this is like our Devam Shabda. That means what it is going to be?
Second case.
Second case denotes what?
Object.
Object. So now we have the verb, we have the karta, now we have the object. So how do we take the meaning now? Hrishikesha has dadma what? What he has blown? He has blown Panchajanyam. That means Hrishikesha's conch name is Panchajanya. Now Devadattam Dhananjayaha. That means Dhananjaya's conch name is Devadattam. Now in the second line, what we have is this Poundram we have, Mahashankham we have, Vrikodara we have, Bhima Karma we have. This Vrikodaraha is the doer we know. Who is Vrikodaraha? Anybody has a clue?
Bhima.
Yeah, Bhima only because he has.
Why he is a Vrikodaraha?
Stomach like wolf.
Big stomach.
So Vrukaha, wolf. Udaraha, stomach. He has a stomach like wolf, like a wolf. Means what?
Hungry. Always hungry.
Always hungry. But how is the wolf's stomach?
Small.
Very lean actually, not fat.
Correct. Flat stomach. So Bhima karma. Who is doing great karma? Bhima means you cannot imagine undoable things Bhima is doing. And he is so huge, but he is having a flat belly. Flat belly means not, Vrikodara means it is not a bulky belly. There is a sign of fitness over here. Hunger, whose hunger is high and he digests of everything. That is Vrikodara for us. Bhimaha. So Bhima karma, Bhimaha. He is Bhima because he is doing Bhima karma. So Vrikodaraha is a flat stomach like a wolf. Not the nature of the wolf. It is a Swarupa description over here. A flat belly is the Rupa description. And Mahashankham means his conch is naturally going to become Maha only. Very huge conch he has. And his conch's name is Poundram. The Poundram, like how Panchajanyam is the name of the conch for Hrishikesha. Devadattam is a conch name for Dhananjaya. Poundram is the conch for Vrikodara's. But that conch, they have given some more adjectives. It is Mahashankham. So Mahashankham, Poundram, and Bhima Karma Vrikodaraha, Dadmau. Panchajanyau Hrishikeshaha, Devadattam Dhananjayaha, Poundram Dadmau Mahashankham, Bhima Karma Vrikodaraha. How much time we have? Yeah, we can take.
Ma'am, is it not? It should be Bhima Karma or Karmaha or Karma?
Karma. Bhima Karma.
So the whole name is Akarant.
Sorry?
The name Shabda is Akarant.
No, it is not actually Akaranta, but it is describing his. So there is some small changes that are going to come over there. But for now, we will take it as Bhima Karma only.
Okay.
Small changes are there into it.
Ma'am, can I ask one question about this Vibhakti last sentence?
Yes.
Last shlok.
Yes.
Okay, so two things actually. So one is that everywhere you see a visarg, that means that says pratham vibhakti, and that's a doer, that's a karta.
In an
That's
active
true for
voice.
everywhere you see visarga.
In an active voice.
In an active voice.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
in a passive voice, that is going to be the object.
Okay. So that is one thing. Second was that, so when you say Rishikesh, Shank was called Panchjanyam. So that means Panchjanyam is a relation of Rishikesh. I mean, that should show some band. Rishikesh ka Shank. So should not it be?
No, it is not Rishikesh ka Shank. Rishikesh ne Panchajanya ko bajaya.
Oh, okay. I thought, we have some band. Shashti,
So the
some band
Rishikesh,
belonging to.
Rishikesh blew Panchajanyam. So the underlying meaning is Shankha.
Okay. So
The
Rishikesh
Divya
blew
Shankha.
Panchajanyam.
So Rishikesh
No.
blew Panchajanyam.
Rishikesh blew Panchajanyam. We are not saying here that Panchajanyam is the name of Rishikesh Shank.
No.
That's not the sentence.
No,
I mean,
that
meaning
is
the same, but that's not in the sentence
correct.
Specifically.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
That is the beauty of Sanskrit. That if we translate it exactly, Rishikesh ne Panchajanya ko. So, who is the doer? Rishikesh is the doer. What did he do? Panchajanyam dadmo. Like that. Okay. What else? Any more questions? We have place to do one more verse. I thought I'm going to finish early, but no, I try, and always my class gets extended. I apologize those who have other commitments, and I delay them and I hold them back each time. But we'll do one more verse so that there is some self-satisfaction we have of completing something. Okay. Any kids are there? No Spurti today in class? Okay. Okay. Adults, 2 adults? Fine. Hamsanandini and Arunjit. That's all. Nobody else now. We'll do this. Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Swaram Makara. Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Very good.
Anant Vijyo Raja.
You are a conjus. Anant Vijayam. Why? Ananta. Give one a. Vijayam. Give one akara over there. Vijayam. Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Anant Vijyo Raja.
Vijayam. Why restrict? Let it be. Just give. Be Danashur. Vijayam Raja.
Anant Vijyo Raja.
Okay, repeat after me. Vijay.
Vijay.
Ja.
Ja.
Vijay.
Vijay.
Yam.
Yom.
Yam.
Yom.
Oops, sorry. My battery's down. Jayam.
Jayom.
Vijayam.
Vijayom.
Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Ananta Vijayom Raja.
Ja.
So, Ja.
Vijayam. Ja.
I'm not saying complete Ja. I'm saying Ja with Halant. Is that
Not Halanta. There is a restriction in the mouth. You are saying Vijayam. It's not Vijayam. Vijay, provide one Vijayam.
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 Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Again, you said no, Vijayam. It's not Vijayam. Vijayam Raja.
Vijayam Raja.
Right.
Ananta Vijayam Raja.
Getting that. Kunti Putro Yudhishthiraha.
Kundi Putro Yudhishthiraha.
That is my alarm for next class. Okay. Yudhishthiraha.
Yudhishthiraha.
Both Mahapranat. Dhi, thi, Yudhishthiraha.
Yudhishthiraha.
Not tiraha. Thiraha.
Yudhishthiraha.
No, my dear. The.
Yudhishthiraha.
Ka.
Ka.
Tha. Tha.
Tha.
Thi.
Thi.
Yudhishthiraha.
Yudhishthiraha.
So to hold a finger in front of your mouth. When you say T, see, you don't feel any air. You say T and you will feel the air.
Okay, Guruji.
If you don't feel air, means you're still saying Th. Hold the finger in front of the mouth. Yudhishthiraha. You feel the air for Dhi and Th. Hold it closer to your mouth.
Yudhishthiraha. Yes, Guruji.
Arunji.
Kunti putro Yudhishthirah.
Very good. Nakula Sahadevascha.
Nakula Sahadevascha.
Cha, why it has come? Cha.
Nakula Sahadevascha.
Nakulah Sahadevascha.
Nakulaha, no. Nakulas.
Oh, yes. Nakulah Sahadevascha.
Sughoshamani pushpakau.
Sughoshamani pushpakau.
Sughoshamani pushpakaho.
Sha. Mani.
Sughoshamani.
Mani.
Sughoshamani pushpakaho.
Pushpakau.
Sughoshamani pushpakau.
Mani, then Nakara, why it is not coming? Not money. Money.
Money. Money. Money. Sughoshamani pushpakau.
Ananta Vijayau Raja Kumti Putro Yudhishthiraha.
Ananta Vijayam Raja Kundi. Ananta Vijayam Raja Kundi Putro
Kunti.
Kunti Putro Yudhishthiraha.
See, the air has not come.
Yudhishthiraha.
The Yudhishthiraha.
Yudhishthiraha.
Ananta Vijayo Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthirah.
Nakula Sahadevascha Sughoshamani pushpakau.
Nakula Sahadevascha Sughoshamani pushpakau.
Nakula Sahadevascha Sughoshamani pushpakau.
Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthiraha. Yudhishthiraha. Nakul Yudhishthiraha. Yudhishthiraha. Nakul Thiraha. Nakula Sahadevascha Sughoshamani pushpakau.
Ananta Vijayo Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthirah.
Kunti Virga.
Kunti Putro Yudhishthirah. Nakula Sahadevascha Sughoshamani pushpakau.
So Devaha is the Sandhi. And when you open the Sandhi, Sh will go and Devaha Ch. Okay. So now what is the Shabda like Devaha?
Sahadeva is the karta now.
Prathama.
Sahadeva. Then what else is there?
Yudhishthiraha. Nakulaha.
Yudhishthiraha. Very good.
Nakulaha. Sahadevaha.
Correct. Correct. So now in the first line, this Kunti Putro is there, right? If we open that Sandhi, it is becoming Putraha. So when you say Putraha, Yudhishthiraha, so Kunti Putraha Yudhishthiraha. Raja Kunti Putraha Yudhishthiraha. That means all these were adjectives for Yudhishthir. So Yudhishthiraha is the doer of the action. He is the Raja and he is the Kunti Putra. So the king and son of Kunti Yudhishthira. Now we have the object over here, Ananta Vijayam. So Yudhishthira blew Ananta Vijayam. So his conch's name is Ananta Vijayam. No, what to say? No anta for his victories. His conch name is only like that. In the second line, what happens is Nakulaha Sahadevaha Cha. So in Sanskrit, we put the word first and then put the Cha. That means Nakulaha and Sahadeva. Cha means and. Pushpakau shows Dvivachan, which we saw briefly. So Sughosha is Nakula's conch and Manipushpaka is Sahadeva's conch. Sughosha, that means which makes a very sweet or good sound, Ghosha, Nakula's. And Manipushpaka means which has got so many gems on the conch, that is Sahadeva's conch. So now we got all the brothers' conch's name. Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthiraha Nakula Sahadevascha Sughoshamani Pushpakau. Okay, we stop over here. Not to think that we have done only 2 verses. We should think the volume that we have covered today, the reference card, which you all will get in the WhatsApp group. Those who are not yet part of the WhatsApp group, please write to me separately because all the notes are shared through the WhatsApp group only. And if any doubt, please jot down all the points so that you can ask me in the next class, the difficulties that come in the studies. If you will send me the WhatsApp message, there are chances that it gets buried under the avalanche of messages that I get in my WhatsApp and your query will be missed. So it's good to pick it up in the class, but study and put your notes and your doubts aside.
Can I ask you one thing?
Yes, Ji, please do.
Where is the verb here? That Ananta Vijayam Raja.
The previous verse. In the previous one, it's a continuation.
Continue. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Dhanyavada.
And many times it will be like understood. You will not actually see the verb directly. Many times it will happen like that also. Okay. And what now? Reference card will come to the WhatsApp group. And we have to learn Ramaraksha Stotram. And tomorrow is Vasanta Panchami. So think of Saraswati. And then learn this Rama's shloka if you have not learned, because that would be the basis of all the vibhakti. And when we get something from our scriptures, the learning is easy. When something comes in a shloka form, the learning becomes easy. So now there are a lot of homeworks. The pending homework is there. The Bhagwan's verse is also there. And now Rama's verse also has added. So may the power of Vasanta Panchami, may the power of Saraswati, you pray in both, and it makes our learning journey very, very easy. And it is easy. It is very interesting. Not to ever get scared of it, not to get, oh, this is not my cup of tea. This thought should never come to your head. How it is not coming? How my Shastra I am not able to? You should feel pain of not able to do or understand, and you should find a way how you can understand. If so many people are learning, why not me when the teacher is telling in the class? What is the difficult point? Then that point needs to be addressed and discussed in the class so that we find easier methods. So even I don't know how it's going to be. When you will ask, probably you all will make the things out of me in a better way. So I'm also learning only to make how to make the job in a simple format. Okay, so with this, we end our session here and we meet next week. Join for the daily Gita. It will improve by listening. You don't have to chant. You don't have to open your camp. You continue serving dinner to your family, doing other chores, but be in the daily Gita so that something is falling on the ears. Some things we learn better by listening regularly, like those film songs. Something is ringing, we don't know meaning of it, but we have picked up a lot of words, and especially those who hear that Hindi songs and all, half of that Urdu we don't understand also. What we sing? How? Because continuously we are listening. If that film song can go into our head with not mindful listening, mindful listening will do so much. So please join Daily Gita. It's a part of our thing. It will make your job easy. So in the class, it will become easy. That time I have heard it. When you are learning, it will strike. Somewhere some samskara happens on the mind. Okay. We'll end the session and go into the next. Keep your spine straight, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Om. 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 Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om, everyone.
Hari
See you.
Om. Dhanyawada.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Hari Om, Asha ji. Thank you.
Shri. Thank you. Hari Om ji. Hari Om Leela.
I will be there in the English class, 7 o'clock. I will be missing class. Thank you.